Hi everyone, this is Stacy in Japan and welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to be talking about a topic that is long overdue, and that is living expenses, including taxes in Japan. Okay, of course, this is going to be from my perspective and from what I have been experiencing here in Japan, but certainly no one can escape the expenses in Japan. Of course, there are the basic expenses, your typical expenses like rent. Well, unless you come with Jet, who subsidizes your apartment and other expenses. But if you came with a large recruiting company like maybe Interac or even Altia, who I currently work for, then you will be paying your own rent, like all of your rent. So rent, food, utilities, and utilities include the basics that we know, especially from Jamaica, your electricity and your water. But now there's also gas to consider, and this helps with giving you hot water. And then your travel. Yes, some companies, or most companies, typically reimburse you travel for your job, of course, but any other travel, that's all on you. Clothes, yeah, if you really need to spend stuff like that, and other miscellaneous things. But those may not necessarily be things that you need to be buying all the time. All right. And then there are the taxes and other government fees that are imposed. As a matter of fact, so imposed are they that they are taken directly out of your account. But let me quantify that, because not all of them come directly out of your account. Okay, so you're coming here for the first time. It's your first year. Guess what? Hooray for you. In the first year, my experience was I didn't have to pay any unemployment insurance. I didn't have to pay any pension, but I did have to apply for exemption twice per year. Okay. In the city that I lived in, it was a requirement. If you didn't want to pay pension, you had to make the application twice per year. I didn't have to pay any residence tax, because residence tax is based on your previous year's salary of being in the country, Japan. Okay. And I see I have here, I didn't pay income tax, but something seems wrong with that. I'm sure I probably paid some kind of tax somewhere in the first year, but let me fast forward a little bit. So your first year, and my health insurance for the first year was about 20,000 yen for the year. Fast forward to year 2. My health insurance per month is 22,350 yen. That's per month. Okay. Now I currently live in Nagoya City. Now each city operates their own thing. How and why, me don't know. Right? So from city to city, your health insurance fee is going to vary. Because before coming to Nagoya, I lived in Seto, which is a little bit more of a country area. And my health insurance was under 3,000 yen per month. So from 3,000 yen to over 20,000 yen per month. Not happy at all, especially since me no go doctor. I do not go to the doctor. And so what I actually did since this year, since I'm paying so much for health insurance, is I went to the dentist. Yeah, and I'm planning on going to the gynecologist too. Since I'm paying so much for health insurance, which is mandatory by law, I have to try and use it somehow. But I don't take tablets, so going to a doctor. Anyway, so I'm in year 2, right? And unemployment insurance is very low. So for the year, and my year is from March to March, or April 2017 to March 2018. So that's the year that I'm looking at, because that's the school year here if you are an English teacher, right? So for the school year for unemployment insurance, I'm going to be paying about 10,000 yen for the entire year, right? Now, pension people am after me like, whoa! But I am trying my best to avoid paying into that pension system, right? The thing with pension is a whole heap of money, right? It's almost 20,000 yen per month. I have no plans to retire in Japan, so I would not be benefiting from the pension system. Mind you, they say you can claim back 80% of it when you are leaving the country. Do not be fooled, do not be caught into the trap. If you stay beyond 3 years, like some people who stay 5-10 years, you are only being reimbursed up to 3 years worth of pension. Anyway, so I'm trying not to pay the pension, but they've sent me all the invoices for the year for the pension. Yeah, my health insurance for the year is going to be over 200,000 yen. So compare about 20,000 yen last year compared to over 200,000 yen for the first year. And now, being in my second year, I am faced with residence tax. Residence tax is also dependent on the city in which you live. Some people pay 30-something thousand yen. Some people pay 60,000 something yen. Me pay 91,500 yen. Some people have to pay over 100,000 yen for residence tax. Right, and then I see where I have noted here my income tax for the year is approximately 80,000 yen. Right, now it's a whole heap of math and calculations, and yeah, do the maths. Right, so your expenses in the first year are basically your government deductions are basically because it's based on your previous year's salary and you were not working in Japan. And usually if you're coming from Jamaica, your salary would have been kind of lower anyway. But year 2 is when everything goes up like triple fuple, right? So yeah, try and save as much as you can in the first year, which is advice I had gotten. Now, something that I am about to embark on is to try and have my expenses reduced. By expenses, I mean my residence tax and my income tax. So now for your income tax, if you follow what your employees say and you are put in the bracket of some lower paying taxes, you might get back a portion of that. And I did get back from the about 80,000 yen that I spent. I got back about 40-something thousand yen as a tax refund. So I'm very happy about that. In relation to residence tax now, I'm told that if you apply for like if you go and file personal income tax returns, you can possibly get your income tax and residence tax reduced, right? If you can prove that you send money back home to dependents. Okay, so I do send money home to my mom and my brother. And so I have to prove to them through my remittance receipts that I send money home to family. And so I have to present them with birth certificate and all kind of other paperwork. Right, so that is definitely something I'm looking forward to doing this month. Yeah, because the deadline is March 15th, 2018. Okay, so that's it for expenses in Japan. If you have any questions, please let me know. Please give me your feedback and your comments. What city are you living in if you are in Japan? Please, if you plan to come to Japan, try and find out about your city and what the expenses are like there, because apart from pension, which is standardized across Japan, all the other fees and expenses that are government related are betsu. They vary according to the city that you live in, and usually for bigger cities, it's usually more expensive. So thanks for watching, and bye from Stacy in Japan.